Make yourself at home. Inclusive tourism training. Be communication confident. Session 1 of 3. What is inclusion and disability? Be Communication Confident is a short online training programme that will help build your confidence to provide inclusive customer service. It focuses on communication as the starting point for helping your disabled customers feel they belong and can be themselves when they're with you. There are 3 sessions. This is session 1. In this session, we will explore what is inclusion and why is it important? And what is disability? You may be a disabled person yourself or describe yourself as someone with a disability. Then you will very likely have experience of much of what follows, but not all of it because, as you know, disabled people are people and all people are different. What is inclusion and why is it important? What inclusion means. Leonard Cheshire, a charity that supports people with disabilities, and Expedia, an online travel company, worked together to produce a report called Breaking Down Barriers to Travel. This report says that accessibility and inclusivity are often used interchangeably. However, it goes on to explain, accessible means different things to different people and is dependent upon the barriers each individual faces. Inclusivity, on the other hand, refers to products and services that are not only accessible but appealing to use and make people feel valued, respected, engaged and included. Why inclusion is important. 1 in 5 households include someone who is disabled. That's a lot of customers. Across the UK, these households have a spending power of £249 billion. But 3 in 4 disabled people and their families have walked away from a UK business, citing poor accessibility or poor customer service. This is called the walk-away pound. Disabled people love places where they feel welcomed. They return time and time again. They tell their friends, and they are a very dedicated market. Disabled people and their families have a higher level of brand loyalty than the average customer. What is disability? Disability is not simply a medical problem. Many disabled people are not ill. A nurse cannot cure you of someone staring at you, and a doctor cannot mend cars parked on pavements. These are examples of environmental and social barriers which stop disabled people from being included. Disability happens when a health condition or impairment interacts with the wider environment and results in a functional limitation. Functional limitation means a difficulty in doing something that is part of everyday life. For example, you cannot use your legs. This is an impairment. However, you are disabled by places that require you to use stairs. That is, the environment creates the disability. Or, you have sight loss. This is an impairment. However, you are disabled by places where no one greets you to find out what you need. Your environment. Disabled people are able to do many things. At a societal and even an individual level, we can all remove some barriers so that the world becomes more inclusive of disabled people. This is called the social model of disability. The social model means that you, yes you, have the power to remove some of the barriers that disabled people face when they go out in our city. We just need the confidence to start. Thank you for completing the first training session. Now move on to session 2 to learn why being communication confident is key and simple tips for good communication. Your feedback. We'd appreciate your feedback on Be Communication Confident. This will help us improve and develop. You can complete the survey by scanning the QR code on your smartphone or by using this link.